Hi, my name is Phil and I'm bringing this old canoe stern motorboat back to life. She's 90 years old, I think, and her name is Jabiru. In the last episode, all the foredeck cabin beams were installed and now it's time to put the roof on. Hope you enjoy it. After I finished making the pattern with Roger, of course, in between I'd turned the camera off and I forgot to turn it back on. So here's that panel already fitted. We didn't get to see that happening. So difficult one because it had to be jammed between the two cabin sides and bent at the same time. So it was interesting and it would have been good fun to watch it. When I fit a sheet of ply to a roof like this, I always find it best to mark and drill and countersink all the holes for the screws so that there's no mess once you've started to apply glue. It makes it very easy to fit the roof and get it in place quickly. There are two small triangular pieces at the front of the roof here, and they have a small section of join that's unsupported by a beam. So I decided that I'd use biscuit joints to put these in place to make sure that the plywood can't possibly move and crack the paint underneath on the inside. To finish off the sides of the cabin roof, I've decided to put a rounded overhang. It's about, I don't know, 40 millimeters deep, 40 millimeters wide. So it's got a nice round on it, so when the cabin top's glassed, the glass will come over to the edge of that rounded section. So these are made up in two pieces, and I've screwed them together temporarily to put the round on them, and when we put them on the boat they'll be put on in two sections, so inner first and outer last with glue. To prevent rainwater from rolling around that edge and then dribbling down the cabin side, I've routed a 4mm slot, and that's what I'm cleaning out here. That'll prevent water from going anywhere past that, and it should fall off vertically and keep water from getting to the portholes as well. So hope it works. Always has. The beauty of having those holes all pre-drilled for when I put the two pieces together to make the round up the first time has made it incredibly easy to have this all line up here, because the screws go through the original holes and the edges line up perfectly. Before I can glass the cabin top, I need to put in the combings for the hatch. These will stand up about 40 millimetres high off the roof, and also they'll face forward from the forward end of the cabin about the same, 40 millimetres, and that'll keep water from splashing into the cabin. I've made these combings up out of single pieces of ply for each of the three sections, and there'll be a section that'll be built in to the bottom at deck level between the edges of the combings to make sure that water can't splash up from the front of the cabin or from the front of the deck. I think that's enough for this episode. I think we've seen a lot today. So next time I think I'll start doing up the front windows for the wheelhouse cabin and the deck beams for the wheelhouse roof. At some point I've got to do the forward cabin hatch, but I think I'm probably better off to leave that right off until I've finished fitting out the inside of the boat. It'll give me plenty of room to jump in and out of the boat before I finish that section. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll look forward to giving you the next one as soon as I can. Probably be a few weeks though.